And that's just what it is, Sandata. Life's what you make it. You can't love it. You ain't gonna be able to hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. You know what I'm saying, Sandata? God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept streaker, GGs. And we on our way up to the top. The dollar, you heard, we're doing our million march right here on YouTube. We conducting ourselves in the most highest, and that's just what it is, done.
I was strong.
Gigi, we got a BMF member right here, Dada. We got a BMF member right here, Dada, and we're gonna get the whole insight. We're gonna get the whole insight on what we doing. So, a lot of niggas that don't honestly know the streets or just never been in the street or just ain't intellectual, and they're dumb niggas in the street. A lot of ignorant motherfuckers in the street, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna give you an insight on why y'all calling Big Meech a rat and how would this shit work and why y'all shouldn't be calling the nigga a rat, Dada, and why this shit should be debunked. And why y'all should just be giving gratitude, Dada, to the most highest, Dada, because some people, y'all gonna call this man a rat, y'all gonna call this man a snitch, Dada, but y'all understand this man has a family, Dada. This man actually got a bigger rank than you, Dada. This man actually was in the pen for 20 years, Dada. But who am I to say that he's not? You know what I'm saying? Cuffy is the person too. 50 Cent is the person too, but 50 Cent is doing the shit from business. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, Dada, we got a BMF member, Dada. Introduce yourself, please.
Eastland.
Eastland. And you know Big Meech and these people? You've been around them?
Grew up with them. Southwest.
You grew up with them. All right, good. How did you meet them?
Just around the way. Anybody know Detroit big, but it's small shit. If you a heavy player shit, you gonna connect. You gonna flex. When he came around, he was moving on the west side. Shit, we east side niggas, we was on the west side. Shit, we connected. He was fucking with some PA boys that he is out where everybody do know that. Shit, some of my close friends grew up on Puritan. Shit, we was some of the first niggas to touch that bag with him. Niggas talking about he wasn't no millionaire before, then what the fuck was we?
All right, good. So now we're gonna get it. So we could get right into it then, Dada. So Cuffy said that Big Meech. So all right, let's get. All right, what is Big Meech's relationship? Like, put it into the perspective, because there's niggas that grew up in your city, in your hood, that grew up together, than a nigga that grew up in a whole other state and you meet him when you're grown. Like, how does that relationship work?
Well, first of all, we're gonna put this shit real. Anybody know about Detroit, man? Detroit is a presidential place. I ain't saying it's the only presidential place. You can tap in with other gangsters from state to state and you'll know who presidential. Presidential is when niggas go out of town and make a big loaf for money, come back as a mini celebrity, and then they run shit inside and outside the state. But when they leave, it's not necessarily like a nigga that ran. It's not necessarily like a nigga that did some shit where he got to run and go make a flip. If you ain't running your own block, you ain't running nobody else's block. Let's just sit that there. It ain't no niggas that's talking about some Big Meech was anything else but what he was in Southwest. That's because that's where he come from. Did he have a beef? Who the fuck you know that don't got a beef that's a street nigga?
All right. It's not about the beef, it's not about the beef. It's just about the connection, like how close they was, because people feel like Cuffy is BMF. Is Cuffy BMF?
Cuffy was BMF. That's one thing that needs to be set in tone. I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like, oh, he's out of town nigga or some shit to disconnect black folks. You know, we was doing something to build an empire. We needed different people to contribute. It wasn't a situation where I'm gonna use you and you do not get benefited. You know, you gonna reap the benefits, but at the same time, you gotta put in that work. So everybody wasn't being chose. So by him being a person that was chose, you gotta understand niggas seen the liking of him as well. It wasn't just like, you know, Meech looking at him like he gonna use him, or Cuffy looking at him like he gonna use him. When you in real life, if you a gangster, You can't call a nigga a rat or call a nigga all this shit when you sat down here with him and you was fucking with this nigga and he didn't put out, let's just throw it out there. Drugs is not the only thing that was being done. So we gonna put this out there. If niggas then died for this shit, we not gonna say, oh, this man told on me on drugs when really he could throw me in here and I'd never get out. So, their relationship was sold in tight. It was sold in tight, like I say, who was the passenger rider. You remember Suge Knight and Tupac, right?
Yep.
But Suge was the boss. Now, it is instance where a nigga might drive for a nigga if he the boss, but you ain't never the passenger. You more in the limo. You in the back seat. You in the Maybach. You letting the driver drive and you in the back seat. But if you the driver and you ride with your crew, nigga, that's your crew. So they was tight knit, but who was the biggest? That never came out of Meech's mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? The streets was talking about that shit. That was years ago. That was before Cuffy got on the YouTube. This YouTube shit helped so many niggas that was nobody. And I ain't saying that he was nobody, but versus somebody, I guess you was nobody, because it was not motherfucking Cuffy that had no bricks for Big Meech. It wasn't no Cuffy that put Big Meech in the dough. Big Meech was well out of town already doing his thing. Cuffy was doing his thing. But see, like, this is where shit get mixed. Like, we could be doing the same thing, but we could be in two different planes in life. See, like, what was Cuffy doing when he met Big Meech? That's more of the bigger question. Because you was looking for a plug just like how you was looking for a plug when Meech was locked up. So you was not the fucking plug.
Yeah.
So they had a tight-knit relationship, and I ain't trying to down talk the brother, but at the same time, what you speaking ain't what it is.
Nah, speak the truth. You look at when you speak in the channel, you speak with your chest out, because the truth is just simply the truth. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to downplay, nigga. Nigga, I can't sit there, nigga, and make a little nigga and be like, yo, this little nigga, just because he's my friend and shit like that, he's a big nigga. No, nigga, you a little nigga. You came over here a little nigga. I'm gonna call you a little nigga, and that's just what it is, son. Like, you're not gonna be a big nigga, dada. But so this is what it is.
Go ahead.
They say that Cuffy gave Meech $1 million, gave him his first $1 million, but come to find out, that $1 million wasn't even to buy drugs. It wasn't even thinking. I heard it was just to pay something off. He paid the plug off for him. That's what I heard. He paid the plug off for Big Meech because Big Meech went broke trying to save someone else. Sometimes they J-Bo, a nigga named J-Bo.
Let me put it like this: they get the because Cuffy known for putting other niggas in his business. Now we talking about J-Bo. That brother just, his brothers just got out. They don't even want their name and shit again. So like Cuffy know how to do some dangerous shit. He will get the pointer fingers at people, making people believe shit, and not everybody else in trouble off his mouth. You understand? Yeah. So I feel like this. It's some paperwork out that everybody just not starting to read that been out since 15, 16, or whatever.
That's right? A lot of fucking pages to read, though, Dundada. That's a lot of pages to read. That's why niggas ain't reading it, nigga.
But this the thing. Every day is coming out. Like it was it's a guy with a top hat from New York. I think he a lawyer. He come out with the shorts. Now at first he was saying that Meech was snitching, but as he get deeper into the paperwork, he find out Cuffy was lying at the beginning of the paperwork because he's a criminal. Niggas is criminals. You supposed to lie. You feel me? If you gonna say anything, you supposed to lie. Throw him off. But while he lying, he putting other people in the business, man. Now, like I said, he goes off and say he did not know Tammy. He knew Tammy through Big Meech, but then later on it comes out, man, you was fucking with Tammy. Go ahead.
All right, hold on. I know what you're talking about right there. So boom, with the dude with the hat, he says that Big Meech, that Tammy said that Big Meech didn't have nothing to do with it. But 8 minutes into the paperwork, it says that she in a different question. They must have asked the question in a different way, and she said he did have something to do with it in the same paperwork.
One more again.
But the first time you're right.
I'm gonna give you the math. Only time she was talking about Meech is when she was trying to get Meech out, and when she realized that she could not get Meech out, far as him cooperating, It was not going through the door. When we get to the court, when they got to the court, listen, if Meech was an anonymous snitch, anybody knows this. Before we go to his case so deep to where we like, well, this could have happened with him and infatuate him and blow him up like it's a fairy tale with him. Anybody that's in court that's gonna tell that want to be an anonymous CI, you know what they gotta do?
What's up?
All they gotta do is tell before the jury. They don't even have to tell in front of the motherfucker. Right. They don't have to tell in front of the fucking person who getting prosecuted. It's just a sworn statement we need you to say. He don't need to see you. So at the end of the day, if it was a high profile case and it was like that, and Meech did tell, you got to understand one thing, because you had asked me 2 questions about the $1 million. I'm going to get back to that, but I'm going to go right back to Tammy. When a person getting interrogated they self and they hanging around drug dealers, you got to understand, go ahead. She moving bags. She doing certain things. She dealing around 3 or 4 drug dealers at the same time. But while she dealing with these drug dealers, she dealing with a DEA agent. She trying to make sure she don't get caught up in shit too. Oh, and then she's getting interrogated. Oh, it wasn't Meech. Maybe it was Meech. This, that, and the third. Man, it's almost like somebody who witnessed a murder, but they was friends with the person. Do you want to tell on them or not? I think it was them. It wasn't them. This is the interrogation statements. This is not a statement coming from a person that's working with somebody upper hand, feeling like she won't be locked up if she says everything. No, she got to watch her mouth, watch her tongue. That's why when you hear the paperwork, it's many times she almost say, well, they called me. Was it you who called them, or was it them who called you?
What? Don't mind me. They called her though. They called her. They trying to say that Meech called her, bro.
Yes, but several times while she was getting interrogated on this same paperwork, you would see the sentences, because when you get interrogated and this is under oath and somebody is recording you, man, they got to write these words that you exactly how you said them. As many times she said they had called me. It's 2 or 3 times in the paperwork she's saying this.
That's a fact. But why did she call Cuffy?
Listen, Cuffy, one more again. He tried to make it seem like Big Meech introduced her to him. No, he been knew this bitch. So when you talking about trying to put something together, you got to look at this from a fair point of view. The nigga she fucking, bro. He like,
all right, hold on, before you go on. So you saying that? Fuck the bullshit. Fuck what the fuck Cuffy is saying actually right now, nigga. That Cuffy been knew Tammy, and for some odd reason he's trying to act like he just found out about Tammy on the paperwork, but he been knew this.
It's all on the internet right now. It's all on the internet right now.
Personal relationship, just him and her.
Listen, it's all on the internet right now, because the members been saying it, but the more we get through the whole additional paperwork, you're gonna see, man, Cuffy knew this bitch before and after. He even tried to take the bitch out. He tried to take the bitch out to dinner, and she spent the nigga, and he was calling her. Just like how they tell you in the paperwork how he dished his phone. Okay, you ain't got the same number, but you still in contact with this bitch. What is it really? Like I said, it's a bitch that was passed around, man. You talking about California, Beverly?
So they trying to fuck. So they chasing a hoe. Yo, this nigga's $1 million. All right, boy, I'm trying to take
no, but listen to me. Listen to me. Just give me 1 second. I feel you when you steaming, but I told you this from the first episode. You trying to get a motherfucker, bro, that literally can get this work in. This ain't just another bitch. Nigga, you'll be trying to steal an ugly bitch like that.
All right. So she's not a regular bitch.
Remember Cuffy trying to get the shit in the fucking state. Nigga, she connected him with a nigga who can get the trucks already in your state, nigga. All you gotta do is go grab it. You ain't even gotta worry about getting in the country. Just go grab it. He trying to get that connection.
Yeah, but this is what it is. How is she needed the daughter and Big Meech been grabbing shit without her?
Listen.
That's all I want to know. Big Meech, when Big Meech met her, he was already big. He was already grabbing shit. So why did Big Meech plug her into the position that she's in, the daughter? Because I don't think he needed her. I think Big Meech already was getting thousands.
I think you said it just how it went. You know, how many opportunities get around somebody and they get that opportunity. Big Meech needed anybody that was loyal. He didn't make the right decision. But what she needed is obvious. She needed another Meech because she had a nigga named Tony. Before she had Tony, she was fucking with this nigga Blue. Then before she was fucking with Blue, she was fucking with somebody who God knows.
So
And
who's
then
Terry
after,
White?
but listen,
So
just hear me out.
White?
But I'm about to. Okay,
Right.
listen. That's another player. That's another player. It's too many people. Even after now, who she fucking with now? She fucking with 50. She for opportunity. Like, are you telling me any gangster, man? Any gangster? Because some niggas just evil and they mix evil up with gangster. Are you telling me in the art of war, you gonna fuck a nigga bitch, right? We all gonna say that to get up under his skin, right? But you gonna fuck a snake who the fuck about 7, 8 niggas and she done burnt them? 50, what you think she gonna do to you? She ain't never left a good, just like how you see, sometimes you meet your match. If you ain't never left a good impression on nobody, you might run into somebody who ain't never left a good impression on nobody. She, you know, she was just vouching for Meech in the fucking in the courtroom on her live testimony in front of the jury. But now she talking about she about to tell a real story to 50 Cent. Not knowing that she's going to incriminate herself because you went under oath and said that he didn't have nothing to do with it.
But that's what
man, she want that money. She's so dumb, bro. She'll fry herself again for maybe just $10 million of some shit like that and then go do 5 years and blow that shit in jail because she ain't got it like that, bro. If you ain't seen her whole life since 89, nigga, that was on paperwork, bro. She been telling for money and fucking with niggas with money. And she ain't the snitch. Blue, why the fuck is you, like I say, in the hood, why would you be fucking with a bitch that's a snake like that? Blue, you knew that bitch was doing that type of shit and you brought her around a team? Man, that's crazy as fuck. That's crazy as fuck. Because it's like this, bro. She get exposed once real niggas get to understand who she is. Now the mental is, why is she over BMF Rice? Why the fuck was she around them bricks? Why she around that DEA agent? Did motherfucking Meech know that? Did Cuffy know that? If they did, they wouldn't be fucking telling her how to set up the play. Like how they asked her on the paperwork that's just coming out in these past days where they reading it. She got proposed by her fucking side nigga that was a DEA agent to set this up.
Facts.
It was nobody intention, whether it was Cuffy, Meech, Suarez, nobody's intentions to be on the wire. And right after that conversation, Cuffy failed to tell you, man, his phone number was changed. By who? The feds? Did the feds change your shit for you to help you think like that? No, you changed that shit because you know, nigga, you talk about that plug work and his land like that, bro. It's gonna be something else on the flow. But he don't tell you that he got a shipment and he ran off with it, didn't even pay half the plug, man. He ain't telling you that shit. He talking about how he got caught up off a fucking gun for a murder in a body that pull him off a wiretap when he should not have been talking about this type of shit on the phone. Why is you bragging about murders? Why is you bragging about this lifestyle on the phone, man? This is the reason why dumb niggas just don't know. Big Meech could be the richest drug dealer and you still scratching your head talking about, did he ever go to war? Did he ever do anything to anybody? And it's a grown man world, not a little boy world. You can get your ass beat in the 2nd grade. You ain't gonna make it out of high school if you a whole bitch in this world. Some niggas drop out of high school because the money too fucking fast. And when they dropping out of high school, these ain't no bitch ass niggas dropping out of high school to make some money. These some of the roughest, toughest, light skin, dark skin, whatever skin. Let's not try to make this shit some type of look by its cover, because that's what we learn in the streets. Never judge a book by its cover. You thought like how we was talking offline, you thought that regardless if it's right or wrong, you thought that King Von wasn't a killer. Man, it's all types of killers, man. You got serial killers, you got motherfucking sneaky ass killers, you got soldier, Navy SEAL killers. When they killed Osama bin Laden, nigga, they didn't give him a warning he was coming in. It was a quick drop.
I just feel like, you know, there's four different types.
I ain't saying that what you were saying was wrong. You was actually right. Yeah. But what I'm saying to this conversation, killers moving silent. You never know how a nigga gonna get you. And he ain't listen, when you downtown and you spending your money, or you out of town and you with your girl, you're not trying to tell no motherfucking body you a criminal, you's a killer.
That's a fact.
Let that shit move in silence.
if someone asks you, it's no, bro. That's not even a way to go. That's not even nothing to be proud of.
Again, Cuffy, if you would have never talked about that shit on the phone, we would have never knew you was a killer. Now you behind bars. Now you behind bars. Feel like you about to get out, and within 18 months, so you feel like you need a story. Let's go ahead and listen to the brother.
All right. He's gonna tell you how she switched up her statement. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the podcast. Soul. Gumby Publishing, Astigmatism in My Soul, the podcast, each case, and that whole thing. So I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. Appreciate you. Make sure
he's gonna bring up. It's gonna take like 5 minutes or 7 minutes, but he's gonna bring up the part that Tammy happened to say that Meech has nothing to do with it. But then he's gonna retract and say 7 minutes later that she did say something. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram, same name, podcast with Soul. Check me out on Facebook. It's my full name, Sean Gumby. And thank you in advance. And please leave a comment. All right, so point of information right off the top before I get into the remainder of the direct examination of Tammy Cowens, who's on the stand, testifying under oath on the stand at the Franks hearing, which took place October 17th, 2016, at the request of Dion Gatlin or Cuffy. Point of information right off the rip that I talked about yesterday. Yesterday, I put up a video where I talked about Tammy Cowens on the stand testified that she was asking the special agent in charge at that point, who was Keith Cromer in Atlanta, who had just got handed over to Keith Cromer by her former handler, DEA agent Jack Harvey. Now, if you read the paperwork, and I said this yesterday, when she was getting directly examined, when she was under direct examination by the United States government, by the U.S. Attorney Dean Hogue, she was asked, Jack Harvey retired? He said something to the effect.
And we understand that paperwork, that no one wants to fucking listen to paperwork because it takes a long time and shit like that. But we're sick of the gossip. We're getting sick of the people manipulating the scene. We're getting sick of the people just going back and forth. So now this is what the fuck we gotta do. So you're gonna have to have some patience to realize the paperwork so we could go over it so you can understand that what people are saying, they actually know their facts. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
This.
You're right.
No one wants
the
to read
attorney
paperwork.
for the United States.
Well, you got it.
When Jack Harvey retired, how soon after did you get introduced to Keith Cromer? She said almost immediately. In fact, I think it was the very next day. So after Harvey retires, he turns her over to Keith Cromer, who calls her the next day and begins to ask her, stay on board with us. You did such a fantastic job with Jack Harvey and taking down Terry White. We want you to stay on board. We got some work for you. So she asked Keith Cromer, well, what am I going to do?
So did you met Blue Da Vinci before? You know Blue or not? He didn't come around you.
No, he was around.
He was around Blue. And so niggas ain't fucking with Blue though. Or niggas fuck with whoever they feel like they're positive. Niggas fuck with whoever they want to fuck with.
I feel like Blue BMF all to himself. He don't come around the niggas, he don't be around the niggas. Scream shit out.
All right.
And he begins to tell her, she says, well, what would I do? And can I make, if I bring in something big, and Keith Cromer interrupts her before she can finish, Keith Cromer says, you'll make a lot of money. And then her very next thing is, can I get Demetrius Flannery a time cut? And then he responds saying, we can work on that, or we can look into that, something to that effect, right? Now, this is what's key about that. This is the first day that she meets the new agent.
Right.
The new agent, her new handler. This is the first day she meets him. This ain't like down the...
If you want to elaborate on shit, just tell me to pause it and you can elaborate.
line.
I mean, it's explanatory right now.
7 months in, 4 months in, a year and some change in, she comes to him like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Can I get Demetrius Flannery's time cut? She says it right off the rip on the first day she meets him, right? Just keep that in mind. Now, where I left off yesterday, and if I didn't leave off yesterday, this is where I'm going to pick up today. And for your information, I locked my cat in the bathroom, so we ain't got to worry about Luna running around in the shot, jumping up on the radiator. And I'm going to introduce y'all to Luna one day.
You can't predict 6 days.
All right, so he went up there and she asked, maybe she was on his dick. She's like, yo, can I get my boyfriend a time cut? Because she just wanted to say that shit. But who put her up to snitching? And she's a regular. Oh, no, she been snitching.
So she's still on the stand getting direct examined by the United States government attorney, Dean Hogue. And we get to the point where her name and her address and her job gets made public through the paperwork published online that the world can see, right?
Hey, bro,
and anything, all this paperwork and all of the paperwork that I've gone through is public.
Go ahead. You guys understand?
So he's saying when this goes through with Cuffy and she making this deal, this the first time that it's visible to see that she's an informant, correct?
Yes.
So everybody asking why Meech did what with an informant, ain't nobody know. So Cuffy and Meech was unaware. You can almost say that maybe Blue was unaware. But at the same time, if you bringing somebody into an establishment, I mean, Meech ain't make a mistake with damn nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even make a mistake with you, but why did you bring this person in? You don't even make snake moves yourself, Blue, until you around this bitch. So, you know, he could push play.
All right. It's making sense, but you know, further on in the indictment, that's when they start to realize all that. Like, oh yeah, he already knew she was an informant because Cuffy told him. He called her and said, yo, she's the informant. And Meech they still didn't believe it, but Meech was fucking with her, so Meech had to know. But like you said, it does. How Meech not gonna know if she was working for Meech, and you said some people that big time, got people working for them that's in the government to get shit around to work. You know what? All right.
I'm saying this at the upper hand, right?
Yeah.
If you listen, anybody can know somebody that's dealing with somebody. That's cool. But I'm saying we talking about a secret informant that's testifying against you.
All right.
Right. Meech didn't know she was
telling on him. All right.
He didn't even know he was in the conversation getting told on.
All right. He didn't know that.
Right.
All right.
If you
He's having a conversation by herself on his behalf because she loves him so much. She's so fucking in love with this nigga that she honestly.
Let me tell you something exactly. If you watch Power Man, they really speaking the story for you. But we're gonna put this in a circumstance element. If go fucking this bitch that's fucking with these people in the DEA, man, and fucking him, and she telling on everybody but him, and she turn around and tell on him, that's the ultimate snake. Why did I fuck with you then?
Facts. Now I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but it's always the buts in it, because Cuffy, because what Cuffy is saying, what Cuffy is saying. So I'm saying let's get to this dude because he breaks it down a little better so niggas can have this dude, he breaks it down a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. A lot of information is coming out, y'all.
He's gonna read a fire.
I gotta keep it real. We know what's going on. A lot of more information is coming out, y'all. And it's getting a lot more spooky for Meech. I gotta be real. It's getting a lot more nastier for Big Meech.
Hold on, this is the one.
The BMF boss. Yeah. Never cooperated, never told, never will. We all know who Dion Cuffy Gatlin is, y'all, right? He's the one accusing Big Meech of basically putting the feds on him. Now, those of you that don't know who Cuffy Gatlin is, a St. Louis legend, a kingpin from St. Louis. He's serving 27 years in prison due to another case, but he filled that brother some love. Tell him Harlem Legend sent you.
Coming to Atlanta, and he wanted to take me to dinner.
That's what you just said, right?
Okay, so what happened with the truck? I had a conversation with Fidel
All right, hold on.
He called upset, furious. This was after the fact.
This is what he's gonna say that Big Meech tried to set him up the first time, bro.
No, but wait. Listen. This is the only brother that's reading the paperwork. Everybody else going off emotion. Now, what he is telling you, he telling you off the flap, the paperwork that we done already read, and it's full. He is credible because he is reading verbatim. He telling you Cuffy was taking this bitch out to dinner before and afterwards. Everybody going around that. But this is the new paperwork, which some of the brothers just caught on, which is made the internet pop high was to last night and today, because they realized Cuffy been doing deals. Go ahead, let it push play.
Cuffy been fucking with the bitch, and he trying to say that Meech introduced to the bitch, but you're taking this bitch on dates and shit like that. But they said that he's only doing that for the movies, that he started doing that after the movies. That's what they saying. That's what he's trying to say.
Right. But hold on, hear me one more time. We only doing this for the movie, but when you if Denzel Washington call you for a brick, is you gonna set the play up with the plug with him on the phone?
I don't know.
So, nigga, when I see you, I'm talking about a movie, but when you call me, we talking about bricks. Come on, man, let it make sense, man. Now, Cuffy, you contradicting yourself, man.
Okay. So you're saying that Cuffy's a little Cuffy's story's a little, you know what I'm saying, a little sideways.
Like you turning informant too. You telling on niggas, but at the same time, you keeping yourself in the clear. But you play guilty.
Fifth, he was mad because he said the Cuff stiffed him and didn't pay all the money. So she facilitated them being in contact. Cuff got the truck, according to this. He didn't pay him all the money for the drugs. I don't remember if it was heroin or cocaine. I honestly don't remember. Well, Dion asked me, did I know anybody? Prior to the meeting, he asked me if I knew anybody he could get work from. Basically, they could front him some work, some drug transaction. And I said, well, I don't really know anybody, but I'll think about it and let you know. Okay, why would he be asking Tammy, did she know someone who could give him some work?
So Dion Cuffy Gatlin, the St. Louis kingpin. Yeah. He was robbing other kingpins. Let's call it what it is. So a lot of y'all gonna say, so she met, he met.
And this is the paperwork saying, not what his mouth told you though. Remember, he ain't gonna tell on himself, but this was the paperwork telling you, man. Let's keep it going. He rich.
Yeah. We gonna keep it going. But at the end of the day, we gotta understand that we just can't be saying, yo, Cuffy's a robber, Cuffy's a murderer, Cuffy, nigga, what the fuck? That's what the streets is, and that's what it is. And if he is all those things, that means he's legit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't keep throwing smut on his name saying all this civil, because civil people gonna look at him, oh yeah, he's fucked up, because no one's real. But in reality, that's exactly what street niggas is doing, and that's just what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with what he's doing. All right.
Survived first. You're right.
All
He survived first. But this is what I'm saying. I ain't trying to discriminate nobody, but I ain't got no favorites. You all this big bang ass nigga, but now you hating on Meech. Why you ain't never robbed that nigga then? If he's so soft and ain't all of that shit you said he was.
Facts.
You a killer. Why the fuck you need a nigga that's under you?
Facts.
Why you got to give a nigga that's $1 million that's not even a killer, but you a killer? This shit don't add in contradicting yourself. Because you want that story to be told, and everybody can get a story. Like,
but you think he didn't give Meech the mill? I think he did. I think Meech don't give a fuck about it.
I think he did, but it's just like this. If I give you something because I'm trying to get something in return, it's just business.
Yeah, like you got what you got. You got what you got too. And he probably hooked you up, nigga.
Period. It's the game. Like how we said.
I
ain't disputing what
Vidal Suarez through Tammy Cowan. Okay, that's how he met Vidal Suarez. So at the end of the day, he had a truckload of either heroin or cocaine, a truckload, and he didn't pay him all the money. But let me tell y'all something. That's how the game goes. When you in this game, yeah, most kingpins that become kingpins.
All right, since you grew up with Big Meech and you grew up with these people, it's not this, but is Big Meech pussy?
I say, man, you name a block where any motherfucker gonna let you have some work around, and just because you a pussy and you cool and you got the brain power, nigga, we'll steal your mindset. Nigga, we'll listen to you. Take that shit. No. And we got to work. Like I say, man, niggas got this shit confused because you shining hard and all this, man. When you seeing him out here, just like how you seeing what he got going on, gangsters fuck with gangsters, man. All this light skin, dark skin, brown skin shit, this is just a way to divide us.
So he's that niggas feel like niggas want to just call him pussy because he's not actually trying to he actually about positivity and making money. He's not going to glorify, even if he body something yesterday, he's not trying to bring that shit up, nigga. He's trying to move along and talk about this shit and that shit and that shit and this shit.
That's why I heard gangsters move in silence. I just put it like this, man. I know a lot of niggas that didn't never leave their block. You know, if you was dark skinned and you started making money, niggas used to call you dirty still. It's a dirty, dark skin nigga. If you was light skinned, you was still soft. Or if you was caught in the middle, you know what I'm saying? You might not have got this, but at the same time, man, I done met dark skin, brown skin, light skin niggas, bro. I could never judge a book by its cover, man. Once I understood what it was from them, it's another code to the street. It's called get the respect that you give it. So once I understood what they really was, you know, we stayed good friends because they gave me respect, and I didn't even know this nigga did this type of shit. Give me 1 second.
You good?
End up robbing other kingpins to get on. It is what it is. They build their army, and that's how they survive. Yeah.
You say you good?
Somebody had to over somebody to get to the next level. So I kind of
Yo, if you got any personal shit that you speaking upon, you can always mute yourself and shit like that. You know that, right? So you're good. All right.
Understood that the grimy ways, of Dion Cuffy Gatlin. He was grimy. Some may say, did he get what he was asking for? That's not, hey, look, that's not why I'm here for, y'all. I gotta be honest, man. But snitching is paying well. I gotta keep it 100. It said that Tammy Cowan made over 100,000. Wait, I don't think y'all hear me. Tammy Cowan made close to 100,000 off one case. Wait. That's where our money is going, our taxpayer dollars. I'm just being honest. She made close to 100,000 in one case, y'all. Pay attention. This is wow.
Okay, this is when she gets paid. So she gets an $80,000 check from Agent Cromer. She calls Jack Harvey, the original guy she knew who worked the DMF case, and was retired and says, I got an $80,000 check and I don't know why. They said it's for everything you're doing.
Locking up motherfuckers, the taking millions of fucking product off the street, the dollar, like, what the hell?
As far as you knew, you didn't know what it's for. She got an $80,000 check, didn't know what it's for. She called Jack Harvey and said, it's too much. Now, the agent, who does that? Now, the agents have been paying you periodically on a monthly basis. That's just for me making the phone calls and going back and forth with the Hispanics. Was there any agreement, you or anyone else, about your rent? Well, so they were paying her rent. So she got $55,000 from Terry White. And she got some more money from someone else. We're going to get into that part in a minute. She got
more than 100. What the fuck? She got 80,000.
So they're paying her rent 20.
She got 80,000 and then 55,000, nigga. That's like 100 right there, and 30,000 right there. The data.
My
She's about
G,
to be a millionaire.
This what I was saying from the beginning, and like I was saying before, I had got a call. I had got interrupted, but it was some money, man. So it was like what I was trying to say is, you know, all types of brothers that I've seen. You know, man, I couldn't tell you what they was when I seen them. And I, you know, just because we looking at a nigga, that don't mean we know what a nigga history is. You know, the streets talk. Like, you gotta let the streets talk. So, like, one thing we don't know is who did what in a dark alley by themselves. You understand? But we not glorifying that. And, you know, that's too much of what we doing when we talking about a brother that made other men millionaires.
Yeah, that's for sure. You can't sit there and be judgmental towards somebody, because nigga, I got a fucking brother that we come from the same mama pussy, nigga, same daddy's nuts, nigga, and nigga, we grew up together our whole life. His room is right next door to my room, nigga, when we was growing up, and I don't know everything that nigga was doing, nigga. I mean, niggas be coming to me like, yo, he was doing this. I'm like, yeah, fucking right. That's not my fucking brother. Yeah, right. That's not my brother. But nigga, you never know. The God, what the fuck? So people,
yeah, in real life, let's just put it where it was at. You know, like, we both God-fearing men, but, you know, before we had got on this segment, you know, we kind of meshed in this time because we ain't know each other or whatever. But we kind of set a tone to kind of figure each other out still, or get a better understanding. So that proves when we first talked, we didn't even know who the fuck we was talking to.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. But that's not. But I'm a very observant person. I'm very observant. It seems like you are too. But a lot of people ain't like that. You gotta understand that. And with this 100 people, nigga, like 10 of them niggas gonna be observant how we are. We could actually tell and actually see what's going on. Because a lot of people can't, and a lot of people won't. You know what I'm saying? They can't just understand it. I gotta help out a lot of people because I see shit coming. Yo, get the fuck off this block, nigga. You don't see? Nigga, I see a car coming down the street. I gotta push this nigga out the way. Nigga, start shooting. You didn't see that car acting on fishy, nigga? All right, do you know they was gonna start shooting? Nobody knew something was going up. Did I just save your life, motherfucker? Straight up. Be observant,
and you telling a story of a gangster can't even realize another gangster, but you seen the other nigga coming.
Facts. That's how I be.
500. There's a lot. I'm trying to zip through it for you here.
So,
okay, during his period,
this is what it is. A lot of people is trying to take accolades and Meech's credentials, and they trying to call him a snitch, and when they call him a snitch, they trying to take everything that he fucking did, all the kingpin, drugs, statutes, or limitation, everything, But there was one thing that kept on coming across, and they said that Meech got caught with I think a CCEA4, something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Go ahead, speak on it.
So they trying to say that nobody could get out of that charge unless you snitch. Just like Blue Da Vinci. Blue Da Vinci got an 8 months cut because it doesn't matter. But look at this is what I'm gonna say. What people don't understand, is the black and white believe nothing you hear, nigga, half what you see. They go, what they said, what the lawyer came and said, yo, Meech, yeah, you're gonna have to do all this shit, but you have to give up some information. It doesn't matter what information you give, but you're gonna have to give up some information, nigga, or you're gonna be doing life, And Meech could have lied on information, but they're gonna make it look like he's ratting. Meech could have just said something else, but they're gonna make it look like he's lying because it comes with the pre deal, so it comes with the bargain. So it come in with the bargain. You have to, unless nigga, you can't say you have to say something. So they want people to look like snitches, even if they like. Tell me anything. Go ahead. So they want niggas to tell the truth and get tricked out the streets. That's what I'm saying though. But they trying to say that the kingpin statute of limitation came with a license is automatic. The only way that you get out of that life situation is bargain. You got to go through 12 steps. I don't know all 12 steps by heart. It's 12 steps, but the last step was to give up some information.
Look, I'm gonna hit you with this. If you don't have any murder, they don't got no bodies. Any charge that you got, it can be beat and it can get dropped. And some murders, I ain't even gonna lie to you, them is even getting cut. Like if you know about the good.
Oh, yeah, you don't see Chicago? Don't give a fuck.
No, but what
Depending
I'm saying,
where you are.
No, what I'm saying is, look, I was a young guy, man. I had got caught with some cocaine, man. And I got some time or whatever. And there was some gentlemen in the courtroom with me that I seen in my face in the whole courtroom, and everybody in there, the judge and everybody that was supporting their family, seen and heard. And this goes on every day in America. They had got hit with a little bit less than me, and they let them walk, but they was repeat offenders. And I said, damn, that just sparked my eye that nigga had some money and he can get the fuck up out that situation as long as he just paid the fines and costs. And then there was a guy who came right after him. And I said, well, I guess that's just how life is. And they said, I ain't gonna say the amount, but they said it's twice as much as is what I had. I said, oh, that nigga about to get locked up. He in this bitch with me. And you know what happened?
What happened?
Money talk, bullshit walk, nigga. Put him on the tether for 6 months and see how it works. This nigga had $5,000. No, listen. I remember another time, and I'm gonna tell you this is real life, it's not fake. I remember another time I got caught up. I had caught 3 cases in 1 year. This real life, man. I caught 3 cases in a year. And one of the cases is on camera. I'm knowing that my face on the camera when the situation happened, but they just ain't caught it yet. So I'm going to court for 1 case. And I got caught up for the second case, but she about to tell me that I realized you got caught up for this second case, but she don't know I got a third one coming. Now, I'm keeping it real with my lawyer. I'm telling her the truth. Like, look, man, it's about to be another case come after this. She said, I try to talk to her afterwards, right? I had my hearing, and when we left out of court, she had wrote her a note while they was discussing me. And you know what she told my lawyer?
What was that?
I can make all that shit disappear if you got an extra 20. Now I gave my lawyer 7 to represent me. You talking about $20,000? That shit about to make me fall off. You know what I did?
What you doing?
I went on the run. Listen, I'm about to tell you, I went on the run because it wasn't a violent fucking crime, man. This shit gonna break down and ain't gonna be shit in a couple years. So everybody play with the law how they play without talking, man. And I'm telling you as a man, you know, if you want my government name, I'll tell you when we get off here. You'll look it up and you can see if I got any paperwork, which I don't. I've been getting.
You can look at my name too,
I've been getting like this as a juvenile, man.
I'm official tissue, done. But that's not.
But
more or less, but more or less, does BMF look? All right, boom. Does BMF look at Big Meech like that? Everybody in BMF looks at Big Meech as the top dog still. To this day, they don't. Nothing. None of that shit hurts the family. None of that shit hurts the family.
It's another thing. Man. You know, Big Meech got his family, man. He got his family. He got his supporters around the country. And that's been before and after the internet, man. You know, the internet can crash today and that shit gonna still be the same. But the thing is, you know, like as black men, I say it like this, around the country, this is where you got brothers like Cuffy want to do they story, and they might.
Do you not respect Cuffy?
No, that's why I was giving him his respect. But I gotta, if I'm gonna give him his respect, I gotta give it to so many others. But I gotta let a line be told of the truth. We talking about drugs. We talking about street shit. So like, if you asking me a question, you know, there's so many other niggas that got money and probably on a bigger level. So, but Big Meech is who we know. And by being done, when the next brother get caught, we're gonna be slandering him. And when you draw the line in between everything, it was not the drugs, it was not the lifestyle that made these niggas who they was. It was these people being able to put they friends' kids in private schools. It was these people taking they friends' kids out the gutter to the suburbs so they can live and they can live a different life which they had never live again. You know, see, like a lot of us got money, but a lot of us don't fucking share that wealth. And a lot of us ain't shit. You know, it's like even the Frank Lucas movie or whatever, like how we respect it. I hate to bring this in there because we all know Frank Lucas told on police. But Frank Lucas ain't never tell on a nigga. And, you know, I can respect that. The police don't make me not respect him. You know, a movie ain't gonna make me not respect him because like how he said, like how you seen, you know, when he killed whoever he killed in the movie, when he shot him in the head, he didn't shoot him in the head because he thought that this nigga was better than him. He shot him in the head because when he had his time, he was an ain't shit ass nigga. You ain't sharing. When somebody get killed in the hood right now, you know, brothers kill brothers, cousins kill cousins. How do it happen? I ain't saying all of it is good, but sometimes a nigga not sharing. He not helping you. He not fucking with me. So it's like at the end of the day, man, Big Meech is in a whole different category. When we talking about other niggas, man, you know, your own family won't let your ass hold a debit card and this nigga telling you to go carry something to another state that's maybe millions in the car. And he gonna reward, he gonna reward
you saying Big Meech, you saying that Big Meech that took care of his people, that took care of so motherfucking much people that people is not about to say, yo, that even the situation with him and Cuffy, which is just between him and Cuffy, ain't like Meech is over here blatantly snitching on thousands of people and shit like that, or whatever the case may be, even if he didn't snitch on Cuffy. But niggas is saying, yo, this nigga looked out. We actually, he could have, if he's a snitch, he could have snitched on me because me and Meech been through some shit. And I happened to think, and he didn't do that on me. So where's the snitch come from? So
everybody got muscle. Everybody got muscle, man. You
so there's a comment that says the 848B is a different beast. Look it up. They have a section for murders to see what y'all missing. What?
Just hear me out. Just hear me out, bro. You don't think he wanted to snitch on a nigga who shot Wolf? That's before he did his bid. He could have been snitched on him later.
Yeah.
He had to snitch on him right then and there. He could have snitched on him later. Like that murder would have got him out. That murder.
Yeah.
So like it's just like one more again, there's so many other people, like how you said yourself, man. You know, why would I surround you around the wealth and change your life to bring you down? Nigga, if I done gave you millions and helped you set yourself up with millions, nigga, and you ain't got millions, nigga, you fucked yourself up.
Facts. So do you understand about what these Dandada look it up live and read the B section 848? This is not slander or nothing. This is a charge they had and convicted for. We want to know how did he get that sentence that built the statue. There's no way out of this. But tell that they ask you a question, bro.
One more again, the feds operate how they operate, and we already know that, you know, the feds, they making money. We already know they print money. We already know that they want you to talk. They want to bring down your enterprise. But listen, when they putting that bar on you, it's just like how I hit Frank Lucas. I'm not sure if everybody went through this because everybody never had a chance to experience drug life, and that's a good thing. You know, everybody didn't grow up with a family full of drug conspirators. But at the same time, when they sit you in a room, man, yeah, they're gonna ask you a couple questions about talking. But see, this is the main thing, because I was a young man and I was in the same instance myself. You know, man, but I bring it to the lower instance, but I got caught with guns. I got caught with a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what I got caught with and how they can affect me and take my money, because it'd be like, look, I don't know if you understand this. A motherfucker threw a gun out on me more than a few times, and the motherfucker knew it was a gun. And then my niggas looking like, what the fuck going on? But I'm like, listen, man, you won't hear me talking about shit. But it was like when he seen the dope and then he seen the gun, he said, man, I could charge him for this violent crime. But see, if I just go strictly on him on this dope, now I can build my case like, man, I know that these niggas is doing this, and that, and he's more on this, and then I can pull who the fuck shooting and doing this for him. And it ain't just him. See, at the same time, the neighborhood know I ain't no hoe and all this shit, but he ain't trying to He don't give a fuck about all that. Because how you find that motherfucking gun? Oh, he found it.
So
He found it. Wait, give me a second. He found it.
what?
He found it in an illegal search. So when he found this shit in an illegal search in court, can I beat this shit? Is they gonna throw out the dope? Man, they gonna throw all that shit out. But see, behind this motherfucking room, he talking to me like, man, if you take this, then I'm gonna hit you with this. I throw this shit out. This what he said. That's not no law right there at all. But he worked for that law that print that money. And he making a deal with me, man. See, like, I'm gonna tell you something. It's many times, it's plenty of motherfucking street niggas that got money. There's plenty of CEOs that you know that might have a gun on them. They're not getting charged for that gun. He getting charged. Like, you think Diddy didn't have no guns in his home?
Yeah, his guns don't probably. Them shit's probably legit, nigga. He ain't no felon.
All right, man. You thinking there's some niggas who ain't got no handguns on them around with some bodies on it?
Oh, with bodies on it? That's stupid.
Okay, listen. This is the thing. When we talk about bodies, this gun ain't registered.
Yeah.
So if you're in this lifestyle, you might not get caught with the one that got the body, but you ain't hanging around with no registered guns every fucking day. Half the rappers you see in the hood don't have no registered guns every fucking day. Even the higher.
Anybody who got a registered gun, they're not living in the streets.
I'm gonna ask you this: if the camera was not on the rapper Takeoff, you would have never got that murder weapon retrieved, like how you never got Tupac's murder weapon retrieved.
Facts.
And these big time millionaires, but behind the, like I was saying, because I kind of got threw off, and sometimes I try to make the point of what I'm saying. Behind the doors, they gonna make all types of deals with you because of even them who printing that motherfucking money out know you got money. Look, Meech, this ain't what we worried about, man. I allow you to do certain shit. Look, this is what I'm really on, and this is what I need to hit your ass on. Now, which one do you want to pick your poison? I caught you red-handed like the little brother, Young Dirk. Lil Dirk. He got the same opportunity right now. We already know they want that fucking body. They want you to snitch. But if you don't snitch, nigga, they talking about this 3-4 bodies. Which one is you gonna take? You talking about some, they gonna let them go down for one? Nigga, that's how this shit work. Which one you gonna take, man? We know you got millions and millions of dollars, nigga. We ain't trying to evaporate that shit to where we don't get nothing and you already starting to split that shit between your family and then we don't rip the benefits. Hit him for that one. Let him spend that money on that trial. Let him split a little portion to his family and still have to pay us at the end of the fucking day.
So boom. All right, so they saying look up. So they say what the all right. So what you saying that the charges got dropped? What you saying that the charges got dropped? The CCE A4AB.
For sure, most definitely the police gonna do all types of things. But I'm also saying like this. You know, Frank Lucas, man, you got locked up because you had money. They did not want to see your ass on no Rolls Royce. But at the same time, when the feds thought about that shit, they said, man, before we see this nigga hide that money, we had rather have him go spend that money on the Rolls Royce when he get out. That's how they work. They want all your money. Nigga, you're not understanding this is the same world that allowed Pablo Escobar to build up his own prison when he got locked up. He built his own prison. You didn't know about it. You couldn't find no paperwork to line that shit up. But nigga, Meech told you he didn't have millions, he had billions. That's not the nigga. You can't name a billionaire locked up for life, never getting out. You can't, under no stipulations.
El Chapo?
El Chapo never was the big dog. That's what you just not finding out.
All right. Now we knew. But he had billions.
One more again, that's more commercial. You catch my understanding. It's more commercial. Like if Cuffy had $1 million, understand, Cuffy, Meech, Southwest, them the only niggas who had some money. It's a lot of niggas in the streets who had money, but how many of them niggas did what your boy did is the reason why they call him.
Yo, Eastland. This is what Eastland. Let's get to it, Eastland, because they think you're doing a lot of excuses. This is what these things are saying. Fucking, do you want to read this right here, Dada, and tell us how did this get dropped? Because that's what they want to know. The CCE-A4B refers to a federal offense. It involves committing or conspiring to commit felony violation of the Comprehensive Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act of 1970 involving 5 or more people.
Okay.
This penalty for this offense can be up to, it can be. It ain't saying that you automatically, it's not mandatory. It didn't say mandatory. Why y'all want me to look this up if it ain't saying mandatory, bro?
We try to tell you, there's so many ways they don't have to do that, especially if you got some money. They rather get all the money you had before just lock you up and try to take the little money that you're gonna conspire against them for being caught for. You only got caught with maybe $300-400 million in work, man. We talking about bricks, keys, and weed, man. They can't catch everything. That's just on one drop. That's just on one drop.
Oh, so he didn't get caught with nothing. You're trying to say that Meech didn't really get caught with nothing that he actually be dealing with. He actually got caught with some baby shit compared to what he actually be rearing up off of.
I mean, listen, if Meech supplying, that's why I hate to talk like this, but if say a nigga supplying,
bro, we gonna need it. Look it. They don't know. No one like you're not on the side of BMF. You're not BMF. You're not organization. You know what I'm saying? If you was a member, you a member. But you gotta understand that these niggas is hood niggas. They're not gonna. If you ain't gonna give it out blatantly, they're not gonna understand the fucking shit that's in the paperwork. They just automatically go like, oh, ignorant. Yo, fuck Big B. He's a rat. You gotta make these niggas understand because these niggas don't hustle, nigga. They kill. These people got guns. They don't got packs no more. These niggas is trying to hit something to make a rap video. They're not really trying to understand what the fuck you saying. They honestly want to, oh yeah, he's a snitch. Let me just kill him real quick. Or let me just try to body him. Or let me just do him wrong. You know what I'm saying?
To a couple questions.
What?
He was in Detroit, then he went to Detroit, then Atlanta, then Miami. Now all of a sudden we hear about St. Louis. If a nigga moving in all these states and the feds only caught Atlanta, how the fuck could you think that's all his shit? That's just like if you're in the streets, right? No matter where you at, you got a nigga who got a little spot, but then you got Big Dog, he got spots. Then you got a nigga who opened both of them, who got nigga down there the whole city. He got a whole side of town. They talking about they hit a block. Okay.
They didn't hit Detroit. They didn't hit things. They hit fucking Atlanta, nigga. What the fuck? You're right. You see? You brought me into they only hit Atlanta. This nigga's in Cali. This nigga's over here. This nigga's in St. Louis. This nigga's over here. They hit St. Louis too because they trying to say the thing. But hey, they didn't hit it like that.
But I'm saying you could switch it. Let it hit Detroit. Let it hit Chicago. Let it hit anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
That mean it broke me? Man, niggas is crazy, man. Then I shouldn't have had enough lawyers to try to give me the best deal when they smack me in the motherfucking head and still gonna hit me with a 30 piece and I gotta do the motherfucking majority of the time. I should have got out like, listen, when you talking, let me put you on something what the feds like to do. They like to promote you too if you're making money. They don't want to tear you down. They like to promote you too. You know, like T.I., man, you get caught with the 65 fucking guns, even though one fucking gun can get you 2 years, we can get you motherfucking 6 months and say you're about to do a year. And then you testify under oath, but you don't got to testify in front of the niggas from Cincinnati, which we knew very well. You ain't got to testify against them. You could play your game, and now all of a sudden you don't look like a snitch. But nigga, is you gonna do this heavy time? Majority of your time is you gonna do fucking 5 years? No. Facts.
Eastland, be a little bit more blunt with your shit, cause these niggas fucking trying to act like you giving excuses, nigga, or you just running around the questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit more direct. And him being direct, the only reason he don't want to be direct is because he actually a member, bro, and that's ratting the. So he's trying to just let y'all understand in the most positive way possible, nigga. Niggas ain't here to be giving out contact for niggas to be looking at niggas any other way, So we actually just here, nigga, with our hands up, and that's just what's happening, bro. And you gotta give everybody.
Give me 1 second. If this happened, motherfucking 10 years ago, right? Understand me? If this happened 10 years ago, and now right now we on day motherfucking 9, 10, 11, and nigga still don't got his name and no paperwork. What the fuck is we talking about? There's no excuses, man. I want to ask all these people, nigga, you got a family member that's in the same game that's like this, and they ain't got no paperwork, and everybody's slandering and talking, and they, one more again, we on day 100. His name ain't appeared nowhere under oath. You ready to kill that motherfucker? Hate on them?
I told you Cuff was lying from the jump, so you're moving somebody's train of thought. You're sparking somebody's mind out here.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, you got to understand. Where is the work at? We doing all of this. And one more again, it's about 30 niggas telling you what the work say, but after they say the work, when I think this, thank
Now, niggas did read the work. The work is there. Is that the work is long as fuck. The work is there, bro. And you know I read the work, but it's just so
I'm gonna take it
long.
to the aspect to the niggas that's laughing that might be slow minded. Man, listen, let a motherfucker be thinking that long when it's time to get paid and all of that shit. You can go ahead far back, B. You go far back, B, but you know, if shit been done behind closed doors this long and ain't nobody talking about that real shit and we talking about some Cuffy shit, man, go ahead and think what you want. But at the end of the day, man, like I say, man, if that's the case, man, Meech could be a hustler off snitching. He could tell on everything about every state full of killers, robbers, drug dealers, and all of that shit. He could be saying that, but I don't think when we think logically, because that's where I sit at, you know, after a while, once I don't see your name on no work, if I want to still say you snitch, I say, man, would he tell the damn feds that a nigga fucking with the plug or robbing somebody? Because you could really get hit off that.
They said El Chapo got the 848B right now, but this is what it is with El Chapo. El Chapo got 1,000 bodies, nigga. Niggas ratting on that nigga about 1,000 bodies. They do fentanyl bodies on them. They do so many bodies on this man. It's crazy.
Once you murdering with drugs, man, it's a whole nother game.
Meech don't got no bodies on his record. They're not looking at bodies. They saying Meech never body. Now he was just doing hand in hand. And he was just doing his thing. Like ain't no real bodies connected to what he got going on. And they made it look so good. That's what they trying to say. They trying to say that Cuffy was calling in. When Cuffy called in, they're like, yo, this nigga right here, we want him for a couple bodies. So what the fuck he's calling about things? So yeah, we want this nigga way more than we want Meech. But they saying that Meech was the one who actually put his shorty on to him. And it got at the end of the day, Meech was fucking with the bitch way after everybody knew he was there. We're not gonna lie here. But this is what he's saying, the Eastland saying that nigga, everybody knew that she was a fucking secret in the government. It wasn't just Meech, nigga. They worked with this person though. So this person was on their payroll, so they knew what was going on, so they could make shit go good. That's what Eastland is saying. Eastland ain't not trying to argue what the hell y'all saying. He's actually saying, yo, everybody knew this shit. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong?
If you get something in the state right now, how you gonna get it? What you gonna do? Because you're gonna be so broke you can't pay no CDL.
Now we understand what they do, but I'm just saying.
I'm talking to the fans. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the fans. You ain't gonna be able to pay CDL.
Yeah, that's a fact. But we understand what they do. But I think what they don't understand that Big Meech, Blue Da Vinci, and Cuffy actually was hanging with this girl. But I understand what y'all saying. Y'all saying Cuffy wasn't hanging with her. He started hanging with her for the movies and after. He was doing that shit after the fact. And that can be true. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, push narrative. But my boy, if y'all got questions, you ask them. We got to ask directly. If you feel like he's going around the question, ask again then. That's all it is. We got people saying that they knew that that this nigga Cuffy was lying the whole time. So niggas is starting to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is starting to think, bro, you sound silly. Half y'all guys show Wikipedia and tells you that they convicted for this dude is fake. But yeah, they did. It did say you get out of the situation by thing, but I don't think that he was charged with that. Was Big Meech charged with that, or you don't know, bro? Was Big Meech charged with the 848 Eastland, or you don't know?
I mean, he was, but like I say, it's not mandatory.
All right.
And certain guidelines can get took off before your trial. It's all about.
It's true. You could be charged with murder, and then they be like, "Oh yeah, we dropping in manslaughter because everything we found out and all this shit." Or vehicular homicide. But first, they're like, "Yo, we gonna charge this thing with first degree."
Right.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Off assumptions, we got to be more accurate. They said this.
Are the top niggas in BMF are rats? What are you afraid of? Are you scared to speak up, or nigga? It's not even that type of situation over there. You were actually thorough, so you speak in your mind, and you just got your people. You actually got their back.
I see. This the thing, man. They was out of town when they was making a run, but my city ain't like that, man. My city more thorough. So like niggas who fuck with real street niggas, bro. That's why I don't want to disrespect nobody from out of town. But see, like the niggas who got caught is the top niggas, or the niggas who stayed out of jail is the top niggas, or the niggas who wasn't on that case was the top niggas. Whether I was in on that case or not, there's many niggas I know they ain't getting no case, and they stayed with a pal. So it's like I don't know them niggas telling shit, and I know them niggas doing 10 times as much. It's probably your favorite fucking rim shop. It's probably your motherfucking favorite motherfucking McDonald's. You know, niggas out here making money legally and illegally. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who you talking about because the niggas that's on paperwork, I don't know every single person. I ain't God.
Yeah. But no one's holding you. But no one's telling you to say this shit.
No, it ain't. It's really just an irritation to me, man. When you around,
You righteously want people to know the real about Big Meech. No one's actually telling you, yo, say this shit to clear up this nigga's name, your cousin have his back and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, this big bro right now. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Hey, he can hop on. Bring him up here. Bring him up here, bro. This section for bodies. Have you looked up the B section or not? Yeah, we looked it up. We all looked it up together right here, bro. We was looking it up. We looked up the guidelines, nigga. We looked it up. Yes, we read it. We read it to the public, bro. Yes, we did.
Time to receive some money for the Terry White case. It was.
Listen to this. Bro, we looked it up, bro. We looked it up. It says life sentence. It says it held up to life in prison.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And that was for your assistance to Jack Harvey in the Terry White case. Well, that, and I also contributed to my jewelry that was seized in Terry White's house during a time they seized it. So she had some jewelry that was worth $34,000.
Yeah, he said. Yeah. Eastland said that he was charged with it. Yes, he was charged with it. He was charged with it. He said he don't right there. That's where it cuts because he's like he don't know if they dropped it, but he's saying from other charges and other shit that it could have been dropped. But you're saying, nigga, that shit wasn't dropped, nigga. This nigga ratted. I understand what the fuck you saying. I get what you're saying, and I posted.
Yo.
And I get what you're saying, but he's saying that it could have got dropped, You know what I'm saying?
Ask him how many charges he ever had in his life.
How many charges y'all have had? Man, these people, at the end of the day, this is what it is.
No, I ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about him. Ask what he got locked up for.
Well, who got locked up for?
The person that's saying that because this how you find.
You probably never got arrested, bro. These people, nigga, half of the people here, they civil people, nigga. They just want something to say about. They want something to talk about. Nigga. This ain't people actually standing out business.
Understand? They conversation. They should be more. They should be more understanding and listening versus trying to
press an agenda.
Because that's the real problem. How could you tell somebody something if you don't even understand? I can't listen, man. If I go to the Ku Klux Klan, I can't tell them nothing other than what they told me. They don't like black people. I don't know what the fuck them niggas do in their damn rooms and shit. I can't be telling them, nah, nigga, y'all the Ku Klux Klan. Y'all burn a fire on the inside. That's what it is, nigga. No, I ain't never been in there. You know what the fuck they doing?
These people saying that they go to college and school and stuff like that, they just want to give their real opinion because they understand what happened. And I guess they trying to say that a lot of niggas is ignorant. They don't understand paperwork, and a lot of niggas is ignorant. But you right though. These people, some people, they just don't give a fuck, nigga. You know niggas don't give a fuck, nigga. You fall, they gonna laugh at you because they never fell before, so they never went to jail before. They never had kingpin charges. So they don't know what's going on, bro. What the fuck? They just want to laugh.
They right though. They so right. But let me give you a second hand of paperwork. You know, the nigga got money. Let me tell you with some money to y'all people with paper who want to be very smart. When you're in the room with a nigga with at least a $500 million, man, you ready to be so smart?
Yep.
And hold on, one more again. Let me put it on this. I'm a nigga. I can say I'm smart. I read. You know what I'm saying? I done read many books to prove that I read. And they give me a big ass packet. I only want to know certain areas. So show me where my CIA is. Show me where this is, and show me anything that's gonna harm me to where I can't get out. And guess what's gonna show me that? My lawyer. And if it ain't sounding how I want to sound, I can fire that motherfucker, get a whole nother one. So it's like
homie say he did 20 years on a 22-year bid, Dundada.
What's the crime?
Florence right now for
what's the crime?
What was your crime, bro? What was your crime, Dundada? I was a USP Lampat, USP Florence. Yo, Dud, do you want to come up here? Would you like to come up here, Dada? Rapper, so we can actually get this. Because if you was to come up here, Dada, then we can nip it. Dada. We could nip it right there, face to face. All the texts and shit like that. You could come up here with us, Dada, and we can have this conversation, Dada, and we could get it going, Dada. I got my tickets and people we pulling up to the concert. They pulling up to the concert, bro. They pulling up to the side. Forget Rap 50. She gets a little spooky, Dada. She gets a little spooky. You know what I'm saying? So homie said he did 20 years on 22, Dada. And he's saying the 846 conspiracy. Bro, all right, tell me this. At least this. Since he got billions of dollars, don't you think does that shit even fucking matter? Big Meech got billions of dollars. He'll buy everybody on the compound. Does it matter? Does it get happening?
I can't say no man got, the streets about what you got. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't have none of that at this point. But
he got more than everybody else, believe that.
So the game is the game, man. So it's like this. When you have money around you, how do you treat it? That's better yet the question, man. El Chapo escaped prison because of money, man. If somebody floundering money in your face and you don't have it, man, you know what's going on.
So Meech gets a little pass because he got extra money from extra people. Nigga, that nigga made millionaires that can get in trouble. You don't think they sending him money? What the fuck? You don't think that niggas is on his side?
So that's
but
right.
If you're gonna be 100%, look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're gonna be 100%, you're gonna have to be like, nigga, no, it doesn't fucking matter about the money. It doesn't matter about this. But you're being so truthful. It's perfect. But at the end of the day, nigga, but if you a real nigga, you didn't snitch and the money don't fucking matter. I don't think no one gives a fuck about what El Chapo's doing. All we know that El Chapo, he's knocked off, nigga, and he just ain't speaking. He has no right to speak.
Nah, he'll speak. It's only he just gonna tell you it's about some money. If you want to let him out, he'll give you some money. He done did the Frank Lucas. He done told all them same people who let him out. He told on all the police. He said, this police helped me out. This police helped me out to get out. All that shit. All them niggas that's in his camp, what they did and how they did it, you'll never know.
Facts. Chapo was crazy. He's over there trying to wink at niggas $10 million. Nigga, I'll give you 50, nigga. Let me the fuck out of here. I'll give you 100 million. That nigga got money too. He got billions of data.
And like I say, when they get to that point, before they have to lock you in there and spend all that money on you, they rather you just get a little time and get out and keep spending money with them. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. When you like El Chapo, man, the people that's watching him, bro, now you could say that's regular people with your regular smart brain that read and went to college, or you can understand them people got a set, they live off a salary. They might already pay these people $3 million a year just to obtain this man. They might just change they place of living around the jail just so they never get tempted or compromised with no money.
Oh, okay. They give him a little bit more money.
I'm not saying it's for a fact, but they might have to spend way more money to house him to then virtual just let him back out.
Yeah. The
when
nigga
it
could
comes
buy
to,
the gel.
you said what?
The nigga could buy that fucking gel. Well, how you put a nigga in jail that he could actually buy? Nigga, he could buy the water, he could buy everybody's work, and he could pay everybody, and he could pay everybody's fucking tuition in the jail, nigga. That nigga got different type of money, But all right, boom. So if the 848 it's already boom, why did they take it off this nigga Meech's? It just didn't. Oh yeah, because he didn't have no bodies. Because his shit was a little different.
I mean, when they ring you up for your charges, you got many charges you rang up on, but there's only few that you getting took to trial.
And I apologize if I'm asking the same questions over and over, but I have to, bro.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? I have to, bro. These people ain't understanding.
Just summed it up very, very short and in reality, to where like, cause some people they very smart. They just thought when you get locked up in court, when you get locked up by the policeman locking you up for all that time. They don't realize you got to go to court. You gotta get found guilty. They have to actually trial you for all of these things.
Yeah, that's a fact. All right, let's get back to what your boy right here was saying.
Might have her tell it that she didn't get back. It was forfeited.
Oh my God. This lady is getting paid. 55,000 for one case, 100,000 on another case. Come on, y'all. Like, let's keep.
Yo, bro. If you a real nigga, we gonna tell you this right here. If you a real nigga, you ain't gotta do the camera. My boy's not on camera. You know what I'm saying? My boy's just speaking his mind. You could come up here, nigga. You could hide your fucking face, nigga. You hide it, nigga. Real nigga. That don't even make sense, Dundada. That don't even make sense. I'm a real nigga. I'm not, nigga. What the fuck? You was a real nigga. You just come up here, nigga, and just show your fucking face, nigga. Ain't nothing, nigga. You don't see me hide while I'm supposed to be a bitch, nigga. No, nigga. I'll sleep on this fucking tube, nigga. That means that no one's touching me. That means I'm okay with my surroundings. That means that everybody on the block, in the city, and the thing, nigga, knows what's going on over here. That's what all that means, Dundada. So don't give no excuses, bro. If you gonna speak your mind, you're gonna speak your mind. You're gonna be a real nigga, and come the fuck up here. You don't gotta show your face, nigga. But I don't think that's a real nigga. Don't do that. Put a ski mask, do something with yourself, whatever the case may be. If you hide it, you hide it. If you're not, you're not, man. It is what it is, bro. Because I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit. We up here, and we just trying to give. We in the elevator. Who's that other guy's elevator? We're not hiding from shit. We're not doing shit. We most righteous nigga. The only person that we are afraid for is Lord. Is God. Is Allah itself. Nobody's gonna scare shit. I don't give a fuck if Big Meech himself. Threaten me his fucking self. There ain't nothing. I won't blink an eye. I won't stop when I'm doing. I'm not gonna think, nigga. That's just a man. 50 Cent. Everybody. That goes for everybody. So you gonna come up here, you gonna be a man, just be a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all the excuses, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real recognized real, bro. You see where my mic's at, right near the window, so I can see what the fuck's going on outside, nigga. We ain't hiding, you heard? We looking out, That's real life situations, but you know what I'm saying? Have your observations, and when you have observation, make sure you come out with the real facts, you know what I'm saying? But come up here and speak your mind, because we want everybody to speak their mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't give excuses,
Keep it real. He's made a career out of snitching and making some damn good money from it too, y'all. Let's be honest. This is nasty work all the way around the board. Now that it's all coming out. They paying a rent $2,500 a month. Yeah, the federal government. Yo, look, man. Why do crime? Why y'all running around doing crime when they giving out $100,000 for one case? Think about that, y'all. This is nasty work. I gotta be honest, but Cuffy Dion Gatlin, he wasn't done talking, y'all. Yeah, because today he came out with another exclusive. He's not done talking. He believes Tammy Cowan. You heard? Yeah, he definitely believes Tammy Cowan holds all the secrets, affidavits, anything, because according to him, he couldn't get them. Don't ask me, ask.
848 don't have nothing to do with the bodies, but this is what they saying, it has something to do with the Kingpin statute of limitation. It has nothing to do with bodies. All he's saying is that El Chapo got bodies. Big Meech don't got no bodies. Cuffy got a couple bodies that he's charged with. Big Meech ain't got no bodies, Dundada.
And this is the thing, you understand. This is another thing. when Obama was in office, as long as it wasn't heroin, you could be a kingpin or whatever, you know, it's not gonna be no mandatory life sentence behind it. So whoever talking that, if you did time, you should have knew that as well.
It definitely didn't say. It definitely didn't say mandatory. It definitely didn't say mandatory. And that's a fact.
But you know,
That's
like
a fact.
that's what I did learn about this situation. Cause we're gonna keep talking about this. Man, look, we're gonna be on day 50 with this. And
Nigga, we gotta go on. Yeah. We gonna have to go on. Nigga, every day's a new thing. So go ahead though.
Yeah, and then we're gonna keep going down the line and we're gonna learn the law, but we're gonna learn that somebody's scot free of being in any paperwork. Cause this been out for like 20 days on the internet, man. It's been out 10 years to certain people.
Facts. Fact. And where did Big Meech do his time? Was he in PC?
No, never.
All right then. So he was good in the pound. So why the fuck is niggas coming over here trying to think about it? But all right, let's get back to it.
Sam, pay attention.
Tammy Collins, she's privileged to what's called the affidavits in support of the wiretaps.
Okay.
It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wasn't allowed to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this killer, and they life in jeopardy,
Right.
in danger.
Right.
That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. And they was playing chess and we was playing checkers.
Okay.
She used the threat of her life, and that I was gonna have some hitmen in the federal courtroom.
Go ahead.
You know what this sound like? It's funny because sometimes you do get checkmated. You know, he could talk all day. But so hold on, man. But hold on. Cuffy saying that Meech a snitch, right?
Factual.
And he's saying that he got the paperwork, right?
Factual. Everybody got it.
But he just came out today saying that Tammy got some paperwork and it say that Meech could be the snitch or is the snitch, but he don't got it. So what paperwork he got that said Meech is a snitch? Like, what? What the fuck?
The paperwork from the French hearing.
No, I'm saying though, like, where is it at?
That's the paperwork that he's saying he got. The paperwork from the French hearing. From the French hearing that they said that she didn't.
It don't got Meech's name in it, right?
She said that she didn't mention Meech, and then 8 minutes later she mentioned Meech. She mentioned him one time, bro.
Wait. I'm talking about Meech telling on Cuffy.
No, there's no paperwork saying no. There's at the French. Yeah, look at Cuffy got paperwork saying that Meech told on him because he did the French hearing. So when he did the French hearing and they got the cop shit and everybody and the charges got dropped and everything went down the drain, he has that paperwork, and that paperwork got his name in it one time, just one time. Saying first she said she didn't do it, then she said after the fact, like 8 minutes later, the same day, she said he didn't have nothing to do with it. No, Big Meech didn't do nothing. Big Meech didn't tell me to do nothing. 8 minutes later, they asked her a question that indicated that, yeah, Big Meech something she mentioned.
Right. And then when she went to court, what did she say? Under oath.
Under oath, she said that he didn't have nothing to do with it. What I'm telling you, but 7 minutes later, they asked her a different question, and she mentioned that yes, he has something to do with some shit. But
no,
what you trying to say?
The original paperwork, when she was interrogated, that's the interrogation. When she went to court, she said that she had neither the Mexican Cuffy or Big Meech knew anything when she went to when she went
on the oath. Yeah.
No, she was listen, anytime you locked up, you can or will be used in the court in the criminal justice system. Anything you say, when she was investigated, when they was talking to the DEA agent through her, they had interviewed her. That was under oath. The Fed's not coming to interview you for free. Privately, everything is under oath to them. Now, when she got in court and testified. She said nobody knew. This was something for her to get paid off of.
All right. I see what you're saying. You saying that both statements is on the oath, but one was in the courthouse. All right.
Right, because anytime that he would have, then you can say on paperwork that this man told on you and he would have got out. And he would have got out and he wouldn't have been on the halfway house. None of these things. See, you can interrogate somebody in the room and say, who killed somebody? And you say, man, I think it was John. No, it wasn't John. Then John go to court and you gotta pop up and then you out there to say what happened. Well, John was there, but it wasn't John. Hold on, you said in the interrogation room it was John. No, it was Frank. Frank was the one who really killed him because you in the courtroom. And when they was interrogating your ass at that hot moment, they was trying to get a fucking body. So they asked you 7, 8 times, did Meech do it? Did Meech do it? No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Oh, he did. So you know what this gonna happen? No, he ain't do this shit because now you putting me on some whole other shit. You understand?
All right, hold on. Yo, rapper, send me your Gmail. Put your Gmail without the Gmail name, and we'll send you the link, Dandada. Put the Gmail put your name without the Gmail. What Gmail? You got Gmail? Just put the name without the at gmail.com. Just put the name and we'll send you it. We're gonna send you the thing right now, Dandada. Because you definitely talking a good one, bro. And we definitely need to see this, Dandada. You definitely talking a good one. So text your Gmail, just your Gmail without the at. Go ahead. Go ahead, Eastland.
No, I say, if he push play, now he's saying that there's some secret information that he just know gotta be Meech.
All right.
The killer, and they closed the courtroom to the media. My shit standing room only. I'm that dude in that city, homie.
Right.
I'm that dude in that city.
Right.
So that's why it ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them.
So okay, so she can get them for sure.
If she got them.
Okay.
She got them. The only person they barred from having the documents was me.
Okay.
And that's why they trying to say, look it. You gotta understand that this is a play.
Wait. All respect. Push pause. Everybody got it but Cuffy, right?
Yeah.
So Meech should have it. But he don't. So Meech don't got it either because he ain't the snitch. Nigga, he just worry about me.
All right.
You gotta catch him. You gotta catch a snake when they snake you. See, they got your mind somewhere else, but you done forgot. So you're right. You're the only one who ain't got the paperwork. So that means Meech got it too, then, right?
Facts.
No, he ain't got shit. You just lying, man.
And the bigger play is now that this girl Tammy, because everybody's saying that she got the work, bro. If she goes do that 50 document, it's gonna be successful going to hit there because everybody's saying that she does. Everybody vouched for this girl, including Meech. Meech did vouch for this girl.
Watch this. Remember, I canceled Cuffy won't have no fucking information on paperwork. Remember, I canceled that out to you. What is it, 2 days ago? I canceled it. Now he putting it on her. And I also told you that she gonna have a hard fucking time playing with that law because that's who pay her. And she's a snitch, but she's a snake. She gonna have a hard time. Wait. She gonna have a hard time selling a show to 50 saying Meech snitch went under oath. When I went hit the courtroom, he ain't snitch. Cause now you that's perjury. You lied in court. You gotta go to jail for that. Give me 1 second, bro.
Go ahead. You good.
Okay, so you the only one that don't got the information.
Right.
Gotcha.
Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the packet.
I'm gonna keep it 10,000. I think 50 Cent gonna have a field day. If she has this paperwork, 50 Cent is gonna have a field day, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't care if he calling it promo. This lady has been getting paid hundreds of thousands for cases, setting up Hispanics down in Atlanta. This lady, she's accustomed to living a certain way whenever you making 100,000 for one case. Think about it, y'all. But I gotta shift your attention because Big Meech, he might have went a little too far this time, right?
Bro, I'm not clamoring Meech's name. I'm not the one clamoring Meech's name. I'm not the one. We got a BMF member in here that he's speaking for BMF, and he's just speaking the truth. You can't say he's clamoring his name if he's saying facts, and this is what it is, we just here to give y'all the truth, Y'all don't like you can say what you want, We're not telling you to shut up. We're not telling you to do this. We're just telling you to have understanding and understand what's going on, so you could think a little bit literaturely,
It's
a
a
little bit
shame
more.
that we've been actually giving. It's a shame, my brother. I'm sorry, but it's a shame that you've been giving everybody respect to speak. They just can't slash you.
Niggas have what?
I said it's a shame you actually been giving everybody their chance to speak. They just can't slash shit.
Yeah, they're not trying to. Yeah, exactly. So don't think that we over here. Yeah, we're not doing that, bro. Don't put me on that time and I'm righteous. I'm more righteous than never. I stand on business, but don't put me on no I'm saying, no blazers type thing. We actually just stand on business. If the truth comes out that Meech is not, and it started to lean that it's going left, and a lot of people saying that, yo, what the fuck is going on? That's not my fault, Dandada. That's your fault, because you actually get an understanding of what's going on, and you're starting to realize, like, oh shit, these people actually give us understanding, so they manipulated the scene. We're not manipulating shit. Your mind manipulates whatever. If it makes sense, then it makes sense. If it don't, then it don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Last time I checked, you going through the paperwork. Shit.
Yeah, we're going through the paperwork. Facts. And that's a fact.
So I gotta keep it 100. Paperwork was slid across my desk, y'all. You heard? According to paperwork and Al Prophet, shout out to Al Prophet once again. I gotta be real. Big Meech apparently, and it looks like, signed a 5K. You heard? Profit deal. Yeah. I'm just calling it what it is. It sounds like he signed a 5K profit deal. Now, a lot of y'all, I know y'all saying to yourselves, Harlem, what is a 5K profit? What is this? What is a 5K 1.1? What is that, Harlem? Well, let me break this down for y'all real simply, right? Because a lot of y'all don't want y'all to be lost, right? Let's just break it down real easy, right? What is a 5K motion in the federal criminal system? What are 5K motions in federal criminal cases? A 5K or 5K motion in the federal system is a motion filed under Section 5K 1.1, which we see right here, y'all, with Demetrius Flannery. We see it. Yeah, and 5K 1. Y'all see it. Okay. A 5K or 5K motion in the federal system is a motion filed under Section.
All right, we're gonna play this again. I apologize. We're gonna play the 5K thing, what he's doing, your boy. All right, we're about to send. That's a Gmail. That's at gmail.com, right? That's at gmail.com. All right, we're sending it right now. We're sending it right now to you, bro. We're gonna send that shit right now to you, Hold up. All right. That's at gmail.com, right? That's at gmail.com, right? All right. Say that. Gmail. Bam. Let's get you right, bro. Let's get you up in here. All right, so if y'all just tuning in, we got a BFF member, He's not trying to be on nobody's side, He did not diss Cuffy. He ain't saying Cuffy's a snitch. All he's saying is what Cuffy did, And if Cuffy got some flaw in him, then he has some flaw in him. Every nigga got the chance to say whatever the fuck he want. Boom. He say that Big Meech, honestly, is a solid individual, That's what he's saying, GG. You know what I'm saying? He happens to give the time to even stay right here and not argue with niggas and not even go through no type of shit, to let y'all niggas know that he's answering questions. Any person that was going to be lying or just was going to have a gun to their head to do this shit because the Meech told them to, they would have been one of the bombs. They would say stupid shit, goofy shit. This nigga actually got patience. He's staying because he wants y'all to understand, and it's not right what niggas is doing to Meech, he's saying. So let's go, Dada. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I boom. Boom. Homie, you got the homie. You have the link so you can see that we're not picking sides. This nigga been over here, Dandada, saying his part. He been talking about the A4A shit. He been talking about what's going on, Dandada. Who knows if this is a Cuffy, someone from St. Louis? Who knows if this is someone from 50 Cent's camp? Who knows where this shit's coming from? But it's about to come full circle, Dandada. But till then, yo, you have the link, Dandada. Join up, bro. Join up, Dandada. Let's get right. Join up. Boom. We still good, Eastland, right?
It's on the floor.
I bet.
You heard? We see it. Yeah, and 5K1. Y'all see it. Okay. A 5K or 5K motion in the federal system is a motion filed under Section 5K1.1 of the United States Sentencing Guidelines requesting a sentence below the guidelines based on substantial assistance by the defendant. Okay, maybe we a little slow. Yeah, maybe that didn't come across a little, maybe I didn't understand it, right? Well, you got to understand it now. At this point, the defendant will need to decide how to defend him or herself. Typically, the only real opportunity to lower a sentence will come by ratting out others. This is memorialized in the guidelines as a 5K1.1. You understand? Make no mistake, a 5K letter, which is a letter or notification that a federal prosecutor gives to a court to indicate that a defendant cooperated,
Now can we push
is
pause?
the most powerful sentencing reduction tool available in the federal system.
Hello?
I don't know. This was released. Hey, look, this was released by Al Prophet. You heard? Hey, look, he's very credible out here on these streets, y'all. Very credible. I'm going to say very, very credible on these streets. Al Prophet, make sure y'all go give him a subscribe, show him love. But this is nasty work.
Go back to that same paperwork right there.
Go back to the 5K?
Yeah, go back to that same nasty work.
All right. The 5K one, right?
Yes.
All right.
At this point, the defendant will need to decide how to defend him or herself. Typically, the only real opportunity to lower a sentence will come by ratting out others. This is memorialized in the guidelines as a 5K1.1. You understand? Make no mistake, a 5K letter, which is a letter or notification that a federal prosecutor gives to a court to indicate that a defendant cooperated, is the most powerful sentencing reduction.
And that's, but this is what it is too. When you have that type of money, Dandada, and you're talking to your lawyers, right? Your lawyers come up, Dandada, and they tell you, they say, yo, you can say anything. You can say anything. So when you say anything, Dandada, and no one goes to jail, it's like the Rollo situation. Niggas saying, yo, Rollo, you snitch, but no one got locked up for Rollo because Rollo did the same thing, but his lawyers, he thought he was going to trick the system, but he didn't know how that shit was going to look on paperwork. It looks crazy on paperwork, Dandada, because he's actually talking. But did he actually snitch? Not the lawyer said, yo, give him anything, nigga. Lie to these niggas. You want to go home, right?
Trying to tell you, go to that paperwork so you can see all of the names so you can break that down too. Because sometimes we just see niggas' names and we be jumping.
I feel it. You want me to bring nigga that
tool available in the
that paperwork is too long.
Bro, you ain't gotta print it out. You ain't gotta print it out. What I'm saying, go to that right there where he just talking about on the screen. He had it on the screen at first.
All right, let me see. Where they let me see. He had it on the screen. Where do you have it at? Right here? This?
Right there. Read the top name all the way to the bottom.
The top name?
Yeah.
Demetrius Edward Flannery. All right.
At the circle one. Read all of the names.
Read all the names. Where, bro? Where? Where it's circled? The depositor?
GG's, the daughters, hyenas, cublados, love from scuba Steve, take more away than ever. The dollar likes what you're making. You can't love your candies, gonna be sipping what you're making. Still on business, you heard.